hello, hello, hello. I am so glad to see you here today. And you know what? I want to tell you the idea, secret, or insight you need for massive sales impact is just moments away. It's time for Get More Clients. I'm your host, Lynn Whitbeck. Business owners and entrepreneurs hire me to ignite winning sales because most are chasing down leads, lack client retention, conversion, and profit. The mission of this show is to share the Fortune 500 sales secrets to help you open the vault to your greater business success. So, just out of curiosity, have you heard the catchy pop song, Call Me Maybe, by Carly Rae Jepsen? Well, this is my follow-up jam. The song revolves around the theme of making a connection with someone and hoping they will follow up by calling. While the lyrics express the anticipation and desire for the person to take the initiative to reach out after exchanging numbers, it's a perfect metaphor for sales follow-up. How many times have you had a conversation with a potential client and failed to follow up? It's all too easy to be lured away from your follow-up activities by social media, email, text messages, and dancing cat videos on YouTube, let alone the day-to-day work and things that crop up. So crank up Call Me Maybe, take the initiative, and reach out. Now, last week, Dr. Robin and I shared why assessing your unique brilliance boosts your power. Today, I will be sharing why you miss out on sales when you fail to follow up. So, some more rhetorical questions. Do you love long-term relationships? Getting to serve more clients? Reducing your client acquisition costs? Well, if you ticked yes to any of the above or all of the above, then stop making excuses. Motivation, strategy, and execution to follow up are your competitive edge to close more sales. By the end of today's show, you will know why procrastination and distraction are sales killers, how client thinking delivers powerful value along the client journey and gets better follow-up results, why follow-up is a competitive edge regardless of your market, industry, product, service, and ideal client persona. Failing to follow up on sales leads results in missed opportunities, lost sales, and a negative impact on your bottom line. Effective follow-up is essential for staying top of mind, addressing objections, building trust, and ultimately guiding your prospects through the sales process to convert them into clients. So let's go through these one by one. Procrastination and distraction. It just equals sales killing. It just, like a knife through the chest. And this is what I hear about failure to follow up from my clients from them directly in masterminds and on online forums. They're too busy to follow up. They don't know what to do, say, or send for follow-up. They delay sales follow-ups until they feel that just too much time has passed. They're afraid of being annoying when they follow up or being sleazy or slimy. Common thing in sales, right? And of course, any combination of the above. So we're going to need to unpack this since motivation and execution go hand in hand. You can execute if you know what to do, but if you're not motivated, you won't execute. All of us have that project out in the garage, out in the shed, in our business that we know what to do. We just haven't done it. All right. In fact, you're far more likely to fall prey to reluctance and distraction if you're not motivated. Now, if you are motivated, but you don't know what to do, or you don't have the tools to do it, you get frustrated and work much more slowly. When you lack motivation, knowledge of what to do, and the tools needed to execute, it's just all too easy to fall victim to procrastination and distraction. Now, here's a secret. How you think about yourself, your offerings, organization, and follow-up activities directly correlates to your sales success. It's like a really tight connection. Are you really too busy? Or are you lacking the strategic framework and templates to quickly and effectively follow up with these valuable sales prospects? If you truly create lasting impact for your clients, you are doing them a massive disservice when you fail to follow up, because you're not giving them that incredible transformation. So you have to follow up to move the sale forward. So what about those of you who think, yeah, too much time has passed? Horse hockey. It's not about you. Okay. Your prospects get busy with work and life just like you. It happens all the time. It happens with your friends. It happens with your family members. It happens with some other task or peer or project. All right. Don't apologize or make excuses. Just get back to it and pick up where you left off. Don't let that be an excuse, because it isn't one. If you consistently deliver client perceived value, and that was the kicker. Did you hear that? Client perceived value with respect and pace, it's highly unlikely that you're going to annoy your prospect. All right. So how do we do that? It's because of client thinking. Client thinking delivers powerful follow-up value. And I want to really dive into the client perceived value, because that's what it's all about. It's not about you, your product or service. And yes, you need to reverse engineer your client perspective into your unique essence, your product, and your service, and the transformational impact you create. But at the end of the day, it's about your future client, what they want, need, or lack, why it matters to them so they can. What's the transformational impact that they're seeking for themselves, for their family, for their business, for their team, for their clients? You must understand the transformational impact they desire and the impact that you are going to deliver from your client's perspective. Now, when you're putting this value in front of your clients, the best results come from using a variety of contact methods and content, which is deemed valuable by your prospects. Use your client thinking to build your follow-up strategy, leveraging existing assets. You've all got existing assets. I mean, heck, you could just go on and do a Facebook Live. You've got an asset right there. You've got an existing asset. You can pull down the video. You can make a snippet. You've got an asset. You've got them. All right. And these two topics, client thinking and leveraging your assets, I've covered those in previous episodes. So go back and take a listen. So this client perceived content, it really has a very simple formula. Know your ideal client, customize messaging to focus on value that matters to your ideal client. Utilize a multi-touch follow-up strategy. Execute. Yeah, do it. In the immortal words of Nike, just do it. You're going to get better results. You're going to close more sales. Now, I've discussed that follow-up is your competitive edge. And you've all heard that the fortune is in the follow-up. And you know that persistent pays from other life experiences. But in what way does that show up in sales? Well, the data shows that most sales pros or business owners and entrepreneurs who are wearing that sales hat, they just give up too soon. Sales statistics on following up show that 20% of all sales reps, the business owners and entrepreneurs wearing that sales hat, only 20% make 80% of the sales. The top performers sell to the prospects abandoned by all the rest because your competitors just gave up and you stayed with it. So really, let's absorb this. I want you to hear this. When you fail to follow up, you are abandoning your prospect to your competitor. You're failing to provide the transformational impact for that potential client. Failing to follow up on sales leads results in those missed opportunities and lost sales. That's why. Why is that? It's because of lack of persistence. In many cases, potential clients are not ready to make a purchase decision after the initial contact. I mean, these numbers can range from like 2%, only 2% are ready to buy, to 20% are ready to buy, but it's a pretty small number. Certainly in the B2B world, and when you're selling to another business, that 2% is pretty, they're not ready to buy instantly when they first meet you. Right? So failing to follow up means that you're missing out on opportunities to stay top of mind and continue nurturing this nascent relationship until your prospect is ready to buy. So number two, how's this competitive edge? It's because it's a competitive landscape. Potential clients have numerous options to choose from. Okay. And yes, you're unique. And this essence of your own secret sauce is unique, but there are other people doing similar things. And if you fail to follow up, your competitors who do follow up will capture your prospect's attention and may ultimately win the sale. So number three, client forgetfulness, right? Your future clients are bombarded with information and distractions just like you, right? Failing to follow up can cause your brand or product to fade from your prospect's memory, leading again to missed opportunities. By staying in touch and showing genuine interest in their needs, you stay top of mind. You're ensuring that your product or service is considered when your prospect is ready to buy. All right, so number four, competitive edge, addressing concerns and objections. Your prospects may have concerns or objections they need to have addressed before they're willing to make a purchase. So this is just, once again, this is normal human nature, right? There's something there that they need to find out about. So follow-up provides an opportunity to address these concerns and objections. right? You can provide additional information and alleviate any doubts you may have. And you can design this into the content that you deliver. Once again, previous episodes, those top 10 objections, those top 10 questions, how can you weave those in to answer them as you're following up? Number 5, building relationships, trust and rapport. It's the relationships that make everything connect. Building trust and rapport, it takes time. That client perceived value and consistent communication is what makes the journey worth traveling. Failing to follow up can signal to your prospect that you're not invested in their needs or interested in building a relationship. And this can undermine trust and will hinder closing the sale. So number 6, timing. Sales opportunities arise when timing is right for your client, not you, for your client. Failing to follow up means missing out on the opportunities to capitalize on these moments when your client is ready. And at that point, close the sale because your prospect is ready to move forward. So following up and keeping that dialogue open and that connection going. Number 7, maximizing ROI. Yep, that return on investment. Whether you're a big company, small business, a very small micro business or entrepreneur, sales efforts are typically resource intensive. So maximizing your return on your investment is crucial. Follow up with potential clients ensures that your sales efforts are not wasted and that every opportunity is maximized. You don't need more leads. You need quality leads that you nurture along the journey so that they become clients. So I'm going to wrap up by leaving you with 2 more stats about why you miss out on sales when you fail to follow up. So both of these are from Marketing Donut, some research that they've performed. And this is that piece of information I gave you at the beginning. Only 2% of sales happen at the first meeting. Now, this is in a B2B environment. Only 2% of sales happen at the first meeting. So that means you're going to have to do a whole lot of additional work, a lot of follow-up, client-focused, value-driven follow-up. 83% of prospects who request information don't buy for 3 to 12 months. So you've got to have a strategy in place. You've got to have this all figured out so that you can make it easy, so that you've got the templates, so that you know which assets to pull, that you've asked the right questions in the meetings with your clients, so you know which persona they fit, so that you can nurture that relationship, build the trust and rapport, and close the sale. Now, I would love to hear what was your biggest takeaway from this episode. I want to hear about it. It's important to support the things you love. And if you loved this episode, a 5-star review really helps keep the show coming to you on a regular basis. Also, if you want to get more sales strategy to grow your business, make sure you subscribe right now. Today, I explored why you miss out on sales when you fail to follow up. The key is for you to implement these steps to stop wasting time, energy, and resources. If you want to get results even faster, I invite you to download my sales strategy checklist at petitequeen.com/checklist. One word, checklist. Now, next week on Get More Clients, I will be discussing top secrets to understand your prospects' emotional desires. So I'm Lynn Whitbeck, the host of Get More Clients. and I will see you next time.